for visiting the channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified of future videos. Good morning, everybody. It's been a while. We haven't had an opportunity to videotape and test out our solar panels and our 3 solar generators. Where it was a bright sunny day from sunup. Today is supposed to be that day. Sunup's not for about an hour, but I have everything plugged in and turned on already. I have these 3 12-volt refrigerators. These 2 are 54 quart. This one is 37 quarts. This one on my right is hooked up to the big EcoFlow Delta. This 37 quart here is hooked up to this little black one here called a Ninja Bat. And the big black one over there is hooked up to this Rockpals. Both these 2 are 300 watt solar generators. Anyway, sun should be up in about an hour. Let's see how long these things will run and what kind of solar input we get once the sun is putting something into the solar panels. We'll see after a while. Sorry about the finger in the video. You'd think that the good Lord would make up his mind. Yesterday it was 81 degrees. Right now it is 32 degrees with a real feel of 24. And it's very cold here in Texas. Hopefully it's just cold and not snowing like last year. Anyway, back to the video. Okay, so this is a little confusing for me because this one here was showing an input of about 15 watts a minute ago, but now it's showing 0 input. This one here is showing 16 watts, but that one should be showing a lot more since that's 4 100 watt solar panels, while this one and this one are only hooked up to 1 each 100 watt solar panels, because these 300 watt solar generators will only accept up to 55 watts of input, so there's no point in having, more than 1 100 watt solar panel hooked up. It's only showing 11.8 volts. All 3 of the refrigerators are running and working. This one has cycled off. It says 2 hours of charging time. It's at 98%. It's been running for about an hour and a half, and it's only showing 15 watts of input, 0 output. So it's not showing any 12 volt output. So I guess because it's 12 volts, it's not showing it. I don't know why that would be. This one's just showing that it is getting some input from solar by showing this icon for the solar panel here, and showing it going in. This one's still 0 input, 31 watts output. It did have an input a minute ago, so there's got to be something wrong with either the machine itself or my wiring. So we'll check the wiring and see. But for now, that's where we're at. We'll get back to you. Okay, both of these are showing both an input and an output. That one's jumping all over the map, but at least it's showing an input and an output. Before it was only showing an input. So we will keep an eye on this. Okay, we found that there was a loose connection up there, and we have 12 watts of input on this one and 0 watts of output, which means that the refrigerator has cycled off. And this one here has cycled off, and it says 2 hours for charge time. It's got 19 watts. It should have a lot more than that. This one does not tell you how many watts of input or how many watts of output. It's just telling you how many volts it's got. 11.7 volts. That doesn't make much sense because it's a 12 volt system. Anyway, they're all running. We'll see what happens. That one is still at 98% full. I think that one would run one of these machines for days. Okay, this one here finally has an input that is overcoming the output, and it's charging the battery back up. This one here is basically just stopped because it doesn't, the refrigerator quit running, so there's no input required, and it's at 99% battery. It says 99 hours remaining. It would just basically run forever. And of course, this one here, unfortunately, it doesn't tell you what the input is, but it just shows you the voltage and that there is an input and an output. But if you look at the battery indicator, it's been staying just 1 bar below full all day. And I think it's about 11:30 right now, a.m. So, you know, between now and say 3 this afternoon, this battery here should charge all the way up, and that way it would be able to maintain that refrigerator overnight and then recharge during the day tomorrow, given if it's a sunny day. All right, bye-bye. Okay, this one's showing 102 watts of input, 0 output. The refrigerator has cycled off. It says between 16 and 17 minutes recharge time, and it's at 99%. I don't think it ever gets above 99%. I don't think I've ever seen it at 100%. This one, it doesn't show any, you know, how much input or how much output, but you can tell the battery is almost full. This one here has gone down to 66%. Yeah, I think it was at 82% when I started. It's showing 15 watts steady input, 48 watts output. And the other one is jumping around quite a bit, you know, going below 100 up to about 110, 111. So anyway, that's where we're at right now. Well, look at there. Got 63 watts of input, 79% battery, no output. That's going up quick. This one here is just about the same. And that one is the same. It's at 100% battery, 99 hours, 0 input, 0 output, which means that the refrigerator has cycled off. There's no need for any input. I'm pretty sure that I could maintain these. Now, mind you, this one was only at 82% when I plugged it in this morning, an hour before daylight, and I ran it for an hour with 0 input. Even after daylight, it only got up to like 10 watts. So I didn't think this thing would do 63 watts of input. I thought that 55 was its maximum. I guess I'll have to check into that, but 63 watts, that's, way better than I ever thought it would do. I'm quite happy, and I'm absolutely certain that this will charge itself up long before the sun goes down, and it'll be able to run this refrigerator overnight on a full battery. Okay, this one here, it's changed. We got output 32, 35, 38, 39, around 42 watts, I guess, maximum. And but battery's still showing 100% charge, so it'll just do that forever. Okay, about 10:30, and this one is getting 195 or so watts of input, 30 to 40 watts of output. Then this one here, 28 watts of input, 0 watts of output, and of course the other one doesn't show the input and output, but it's showing that it's almost full on the battery. So we'll keep an eye on things, see how it goes, but at least it's getting close to 200 watts of input from this one. I don't know what's going on with this one. I guess the refrigerator has cycled off, but I think it's been that way for a while, so might be some trouble. I did swap the refrigerator that's plugged into this one with the refrigerator plugged into that one, but let's see. This one's showing 37 degrees, so that means it's on. This one is set at 30 degrees, and this one is set on freezer mode at 2 degrees below zero. So let's see what goes on. I don't think I need to have this one set at 30 degrees. I'm going to change the temperature to 40. Oh, one too many. 40. Okay. Okay, it's about 2:35, and still getting close to 200 watts of input. Well, close to 200 watts of input, and showed 100% battery on the EcoFlow Delta. This one here, for some reason, it's got no output and no input, and it stopped at 81%. Well, it started at 82%. This one here, as you can see, is full. It has no input and no output, and all three of the refrigerators are still on. So I don't know what to tell you, but they seem to have topped themselves off. Like I said, this one here started at 82% in the first place, so I don't know. Maybe that's all it thinks it has. Well, this is the end of the video. I still don't realize, I don't know why the Rock Pals stopped charging at 81%. It never got any input after that. At least it hasn't since I last checked, which was right before I started editing this video. I do believe that if I really needed to, I could run all three of those refrigerators just on the EcoFlow Delta. I wouldn't need the other two solar generators at all. But it's good to know that they'll all work and run the refrigerators if need be in an emergency. Because those are not really, my first plan. That's not plan A. Plan A is be on the grid. Plan B is I have a 12,000 watt generator that I have wired into the house. Plan C is if I run out of propane for that generator, I'll use the solar to save what food I can. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and, Happy New Year. Bye-bye now. Well, I went back inside before producing this video to double check something, and I unplugged the solar panel from the machine and plugged it back in. It's just a loose connection. Started getting 19 watts of input. There was no output. Had I done that earlier, probably would have charged the battery fully. But anyway, thanks again. Bye-bye now.